This is the additional video tutorial for the Spotmask render element plugin. Because the Spotmask world position pass output in Mentoray is awesomely balanced, I would like to show you a few more compositing workflows that may inspire and motivate you for using it even more often in your productions. We have here a simple production scene with a bunch of shelves and products, and I would like to apply some unique effects on it. As first, be sure you have assigned Mentoray as a default renderer. As next, select the render output format. We use, as always, OpenEXR with 32-bit per channel support. Also be sure that your frame buffer type is set to float point 32-bit per channel. As last, add Spotmask world position pass as a render element. Spotmask has a dozen of extra settings, yet the default preset is what you will need in almost all cases. At the end, I will render the animation. For each color frame, one extra Spotmask world position pass render buffer will be saved in the same image folder. You can recognize them by these strange colors. They contain all info we need for our compositing. For the post-processing effects, I will use in this tutorial Ion Digital Fusion. You can however use Nuke or any other video software which supports world or point position pass. Here is our animation and here is our world position pass, created out of Mentoray using Spotmask plugin. Now let us imagine for a moment our customer wants from us to bleed out all the competition shelves and highlight only his product portfolio. To mask out this irregular form in the animation manually would be a madness. To apply for it object IDs, material IDs or Z-buffer would not solve the problem either. They are static images and they cannot be dynamically changed or tuned in compositing. What we need is a more flexible solution. If we load Spotmask world position pass into our workspace, add volume mask tool to it, and assign X, Y and Z position channels to the red, green and blue color, we will be able to interactively and in real time create optimal selection masks. We can now pick an object or a 3D area and define a kind of mask influence field around it. As you can see, with just few clicks, I was able to create a selection mask from a certain area of my shelf collection. Now that I have the position, I can change the soft edge parameters and redefine the border of my selection. Using the size and the position sliders, I will now push the mask behind our product area. Creating a mask for a front shelf is even more simple. I will copy the color corrector and add a new volume mask from the same world position pass node. The great thing is that those masks remain fixed in the 3D space. When we move around, they still remain as glued on the objects. I have used color light to wash out the shelves, but you can use any other filter. For example, you can now blur any area of your 3D room. The funny thing is that this depth of field cannot exist in reality. Using this and similar techniques, you can create unique visual language for your movies and motion graphics. And not only that, we can easily invert the mask in order to focus on our main actor. Since this mask is based on the coordinate position in the 3D space, we can also animate them. For example, we can, just like here, reveal a new product by simply moving a volume mask along the world position path buffer. I hope this video can arouse some new ideas and help you in creating interesting visualizations, especially because there is no other way to achieve such production speed and unique look with other tools. Thank you for your attention, and you can get more details on our homepage www.spotmask.com.